I'm Kirsten Deasy. I'm the Early Learning Coordinator for School District 46. And we thought we would take you in and give you a little sneak peek at the Spark program. Spark is happening right next door. So there's nothing like being able to see it for yourself. So I'll tell you a little bit about Spark first. Spark is a program that happens 3 times a year, fall, winter, and spring. And families come to get information and to get connected to the latest research about child development. So we've got a Spark class in here that's got families that have 2-year-olds. So the parents are in this room here, and the kids are in the childcare right next door. We'll take a look at them in a minute. So I first meet Spark parents when I go to prenatal classes. I visit all the prenatal classes on the Sunshine Coast, and I tell them about the kinds of things that make a difference for kids, about how important it is to talk and sing and read and play with babies. And I give all the parents there a baby board book that I model how to read when you're reading with an infant. And we talk about the kinds of things that parents can do and the kind of research that's out there with brain development and all the latest learning that's happened in the field. So once parents get signed up for Spark in prenatal, they get a phone call, and we invite them to join into a Spark class, which we offer mornings, afternoons, and evenings on all different locations on the Sunshine Coast. So we're going to go in and see a Spark class right now and take a look at the kinds of things that they're talking about. So right next door here, we've got a group of probably about 15 parents, and they're in Spark right now with the early years teacher. Hi, sorry to interrupt. Thank you so much. So this is Jackie. She is our early years teacher, and she's teaching our Spark class today. And these are all of our Spark parents that are here today for the Spark class. That's so great. All the families here have children that are about 2 years old. So all families come to Spark that have children that are about the same age. And every time you come to Spark, you get new information and you get some new toys, which is one of the things that parents love about Spark. You get great information about child development, and you also get some of the toys. So some of the toys are on the table already. Does anybody have any toys that you've got in Spark that your kids have really enjoyed? What's something? Oh, those ones are so great. Okay. Would you just say that so that we can hear it in the mic? Which one have they liked?
The little plastic counting bears.
I love it. And there's so many different things that you can do with those, with patterning and counting and hiding them and playing hide and seek.
They're in my bed a lot.
I love it. Okay, thank you. Anybody else have anything that their kids have really enjoyed at Spark?
The blocks in the wagon.
The blocks.
The blocks in the wagon.
We live in an apartment. We had to hide the wagon because I couldn't make it quiet, and the lady downstairs could hear it going back and forth across the house.
Oh, that's
Really
hilarious.
bad.
Oh, that's so great. I love it. Well, I'm glad they were enthusiastic, even if the lady downstairs wasn't.
Still plays it off the floor.
That's so great. Anybody else? One last person who.
The bath toy, like the fish. It's like a fishnet with 3 fish. They've got numbers and colors, so it's like
Yeah.
hand-eye coordination, numbers and colors. So
That one's such a fun
Yeah.
one. We've handed that out in Spark for years
Yeah.
because it's such a hit.
she still loves it in the bath. So
That's great. Thank you. Okay. I guess one other thing that is a real benefit of the Spark program is the idea that we can sign up for the Imagination Library, so Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which the kids really love to get those books. Anybody have an experience with a child who's really enjoyed getting some of those books?
My son loves getting his books. It's part of the adventure is going to the mailbox to get them as well, and the excitement of that package that is his, and he doesn't have to share it with his brother because he gets a book a couple of days later because he's littler. And they love it. And I think his favourite one that came, the ABC Baby Emotion Faces, loves it.
That's such a good
Really
one.
loves that one, yeah. And the little engine that could.
Oh, that's just classic book. Excellent, thank you. Anybody else? One last person who's had an Imagination Library book that their kids have really enjoyed.
My daughter really likes the Goodnight Gorilla one, and it doesn't have a lot of words, but she totally figured out the concept of keys and locks
from
I
it
love
because
it.
the grill unlocks all the cages.
Yes.
It was really cute.
Oh, that's so great. That is such a classic one, too. I just love it. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us in Spark. Just to give people who don't get to come to Spark a little look at what it is that we do when we're in Spark classes. So thank you so much. Anything else before we go? That's good? Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Jackie. So Spark is really great because families get a chance to get connected with the latest research on child development, and they get a chance to get connected with our community. So all of the supports that we have for the early years, parents can find out about it when they're in the Spark program. And they also get a chance to get connected with schools. So we start, basically our transitioning into kindergarten starts as soon as you have a baby on the Sunshine Coast. And we surround them with all the different supports that we have in our school district and in our community to support them in raising their children. And finally, they get connected with each other, which is a really great benefit of the Spark program because they come to Spark as soon as they have a baby, and they're with these same parents on soccer fields and playing fields for years and years to come. So that's a little sneak peek at the Spark program. Thank you so much.